Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Frostpunk. The Timix here, and we're going to get busy with day 38, but first I just wanted to show you this. As I'm recording this, the first major update to Frostpunk has hit. Survivor mode, if you find hard difficulty all too easy, test limits of your ability to survive the winter apocalypse in the new Survivor mode. You can pause the game only by opening a menu, and your progress is only saved automatically and on exit, so all your decisions are final. To start a new game in Survivor mode, select a scenario and toggle the switch below the customization button. Okay, and there's more achievements related to it. Hunters coming back from the hunt now have to rest for a few hours. You can't send them to other work immediately, and that will probably apply to our game as well. And extraction rate of pickable resources now based on current efficiency. I'm not sure exactly how that changes everything. So yeah, that's all going to be happening. So if anybody wants to see me try out the new Survivor mode, let me know. I'll consider doing that when this game is finished, if there's enough people that are interested in it. Either with the starting scenario again, or with one of the other two that we've unlocked. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. Otherwise, it's time to get on with our current game. Okay, so here we are back in New London, ready to start. And the main thing we're going to be dealing let's say that again. Main thing we're dealing with today, although it's going to be very busy with different things going on, is getting everybody back to the city. Namely, I've got the scouts going back, trying to stay ahead of the weather. And this is going to be our last day for the outposts as well. We have, just over 2 days remaining. And they really don't have a chance of surviving if we don't send them back today. So, that's that. We've got just enough space in the infirmaries for everybody. They're hungry. Not very many hungry. We've got plenty of food, of course, and we're getting close now to that goal. We've completed the survivor's goal, but we got to get the outposts and scouts back, and we got to get this research done and the food built up. So, to start with, I want to get a couple things going. Let's take a look at this. Now, we're using 216 coal a day for the steam hubs. It says 2, but that's all of them that are built. Only this one is running. So we're using 216 coal a day. Well, why does that matter? Well, it just gives us a baseline for how much. Now, if we look at the generator, it's level 3. It'd be closer to 300 a day, 288, I think, if we boosted this up to full power. But we can get like 400 and some a day from one of these coal thumpers. And so it's actually worth it to build a steam hub around these to keep them running. So I'm going to want to do that, but I don't actually need the steam hubs yet. I still want to build them, but I don't need them in place yet because we can use the field kitchens for today. Now tomorrow, when it gets colder, the field kitchen won't be enough. Okay, so with that in mind, what I want to do is get another field kitchen in place right over here. Will work for the moment. So let's build that, and I want to get steam hubs going. So that we'll eventually have like one here, and we'll have one over here for this group. And then we've got this up here But eventually that won't be enough for our coal mines and the workshop, so we'll want one there as well. Yeah, just throw it here. There we go. Now we've got a shrine that's working on all of that. I'd like to get a shrine over here with this group as well. Got a shrine there, got a shrine over here, don't we? Yeah. So we just need one right there. I think I've got the shrine in place here. Which, by the way, these don't need to use the steam hubs or the heaters at all. So they're, at least for now, until the heat goes down another level. So they're able to, by not running the heaters, they can compensate for some of the coal that steam hub's going to go through. So that's nice. And then if I look around, you know, I've got the steam hub and the shrine over here. By those, I am going to want eventually... there are going to be times when it's too cold to run the infirmaries unless I have a steam hub for them. So I also want to build one there. So we've got, you know, a bunch more steam hubs going through, and that's just preparation for the storm, because we're just going to need them. I mean, we're not going to be able to survive without them and still get the things done that need to happen. I think we're ready to move forward now. And yes, we definitely are in need of the preparations that are ongoing as all the hunters come in. Slow this down a bit. And hope falls. That's why is hope falling? A mob storms the stockpiles. More fear of the storm. Sir, a crowd of terrified people has stormed the stockpiles and started plundering our supplies. We managed to fight them off, but they demand wood for heating and to reinforce their homes. So we can tell them we will have food for everybody. 1,420 wood is not going to happen. Disperse the crowd, and some of them are going to get hurt. Or just... give them the tough medicine that the city's going to come first. Discontent rises, hope falls. Well, that's not pleasant news, but it's the real news, and we don't want to have violent confrontations, so just going to accept that, and we're going to go forward with it. Now, I also want to get this going so that this is heated up by the time we're ready to go. Okay, let's stop it soon enough to get everybody to work.
Lord be with us as we labor today.
Now, it also is worth noticing that I did get this one hunters group that was not sent out. So that was a screw up. We're still going to have enough, but, you know, it was a mistake. So, I mean, I double checked and I still missed one. It's just so easy to do with everything that's going on right now. So most of the hunters are back, and we've only got, why is that? Okay, there we go. We've only got, I want to turn that off. We've got automatons running everything. Well, we will in a second. The two for the steel here, and the one for the sawmill. And then everything else is able to have workers in it with the field kitchens and steam hubs that are up. I've got the steam hub up here because that field kitchen isn't finished yet. So I'll switch that out. So there's a lot of maneuvering around and everything. And you can see we've got some hunters that are just really close but not quite back yet. So I just want to move this forward just a bit. Oh, and we've got a transport that left. Okay, so the question is, if we waited like 23 hours for the next one to leave, that would be just under a day. You know, and then they try to make their journey. Well, one, they probably wouldn't make it. But two, even if they did, I mean, it's 150 wood, which is not, I mean, we're going to have enough wood. So it's just completely not worth the risk. We got over 500 wood now, and we're bringing in more. So, yeah, there's just no good reason to do it. Now, this is done and shut off. And this one, that one's on. Let's shut that off. And then we're going to have another steam hub that's going to be finished there in a minute, along with that field kitchen. Okay, there we go. Let's shut that one down. These are just making sure that we're ready type stuff. You can see the steam coal mines are fine at the moment, and it's plenty comfortable here with this on. So, and we could turn this down, but we don't really need to. Okay, so let's pull that in. Another group in. Another group in. That should be everybody. And now we need to get this field kitchen rolling. There it is. People in there. Give that a bit of time to get going. And I sort of want to see it showing up. Yep, there we are. Field kitchen heating bonus is in place. Come on, give me the stupid steam hub. Let me select the steam hub. Got to be in just the right place for it. There's just so many things going on. Okay, let's shut that off now. Okay, so we got the automatons refueling, but other than that, we should be looking pretty good here. We've got this outpost team headed back. Oh, what's this? Oh, another supply tip. Righteous denunciation. Very good. We're churning away through the food. So yeah, let's get this moving a little bit. Oh, okay, there's something new. The food supplies are done now. Should keep us fed for at least a week. Let's pray the storm subsides before then. Yes, indeed. And now this is going to boost up. I also want to check in the Faith Keepers. Let's do a nighttime procession to try to knock down some of that discontent. We don't have anything we can do at our house of prayer to boost the hope, but I just want to combat those problems. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Any way we can. What's this? Okay, no heat. Didn't turn on the heater in the field kitchen. That's a problem. Goodness, just so many things. And what are you doing? You're fueling at a steam hub that's shut off. Really? That's what you're gonna do? Okay. I didn't think they could fuel at them if they were shut off, but what do I know? Okay, let's take the engineers out. So we continue our research on the overdrive couplings. So cold and outposts are all that's left. You know, we could build, like, everybody's at work now, so we could build something else if we need to. I don't think there's anything out there that needs to be built. I think those morning projects were pretty much it. We're just waiting now on seeing what happens next. Although there actually is one thing I want to do. No more survivors are coming in. We've visited everywhere. And once it gets colder, we're only going to be able to run infirmaries by the steam hub. So I want to have this one section for the steam hub and a few infirmaries around it. I don't think I should need as many as I have right now, because the idea is that a lot of people are going to be staying home as it gets colder, and there's not going to be, like, it's going to be warm where they are. So we shouldn't have a ton of sick people, in theory. Okay, so since we don't need this one anymore at the moment, let's dismantle it. And the other thing is, if I dismantle one, then once I get the resources back from that, I can upgrade the final coal mine to a steam coal mine, because I'll have the steam core from it. Just double checking, those are all done. And now we can get the engineers out of here. Now if I turn this off now, where does that leave these? Yeah, they still say they're in the heat zone. Let's see. Now it's gone. You're not in the heat zone anymore and you're cold, so that doesn't work. We need it on in order to heat this. Is it worth it? It is. These pull in over 200 coal a day, and they only need, you know, like the heat for less than half of that time is the work shift. So let's just keep that rolling. We've only got the 2 sawmills left operational, so that's almost done. Okay, here's another infirmary that we can be done with. And I want to replace this. Where is our... Yeah, steam coal mine. Let's just get rolling on that right now. There we go. Let's dismantle this one as well. We're going to want to at least move it, even if I decide I want it later. If I need those people, I'm definitely going to want to at least move it. I'm just wanting to be cautious here because of everything that's going on. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So it's going a little bit slower, but I mean, this is right down here at the end. We've got all these people traveling. We've got overdrive couplings. Well, with 3 hours left in the day, obviously what we need to do next is get generator power upgrades. Let's roll on that. Because if we wait, then we're not going to get it finished. Oh, and here's a sawmill that's done. People in there are going to be cold. Let's yank them out, dismantle that. So now there's only the one sawmill remaining. Other than that, the wood we have is the wood that we have. Bingo. And now this is up to date. Which, by the way, means it's slightly warmer. It should be up to chilly, so now I can shut that off and the temperature is still going to be fine. There we go. And there goes that sawmill, which no longer exists. So we can see we're redoing all this stuff. Now I want to get... We're going to want to rebuild an infirmary over here. There we go, and, you know, see, I think I can not quite fit that one in there. You know what? This street doesn't need to be there. Let's do this the intelligent way. This street does not need to be here. It accomplishes nothing but getting in my way. There we go. So let's see. Because what I want is to have an infirmary here. And another one right there, so 4 surrounding this. And see, 22, so I don't need this one in here. We can take those engineers here, dismantle that, and then once that's gone, I can build another one over here. So I'll have 4, you know, surrounding the steam hub. Oh, there we go. Let's check out our coal miners. It left a little bit ago. We're a bit late on this, but we should be soon enough. Let's hope so. Let's come back. Now, you can see that our scouts are definitely making it. Like, this is frozen. Okay, but these two haven't, so it's just barely pushing down to this sort of line, and the scouts are almost back. They're going to be fine. This group is most of the way back. They're going to be fine. This transport and this outpost team, well, that's not quite so certain. We can see, okay, 32 minutes. So if that extra 32 minutes gets them frozen, well, you know, that's just sort of the way it is, unfortunately. But now we've got the other 4 all coming back. We've got one research done and the other one being worked on here. So we are literally in the very final stages of this whole process. And there we go. We're down to 20. Sick. But I don't want to do anything with... I mean, I'll pull these people out of here, but that's it. And that's just to save again on the heater costs. But yeah, throw that one up there. And that'll give us our cluster of 4. Right now, the infirmaries are livable, which is just fine. So we don't have any issue. But, you know, they're not going to stay that way. Because they'll go down to Chile there. And then even worse afterwards. And here we have house insulation and that all those researches coming in. The safety override, I think, is the other one. Okay, made it through the day.
Remember those who work overtime.
Less than 2 hours to just over 11. So either way, overnight is when all this stuff is going to happen for us. And this is going to be our final night of hunting because the hunters' hangars right now are very cold. So even having, like, people are only in them briefly preparing for the hunt, which is why I tolerate that sort of temperature. Also because, you know, I kind of have to. But if we don't send them out, or if we put them in there, rather, tomorrow it's going to be freezing. And then the next day it's impossible anyway. We're up to our goal in food, so we're just going to do one more night to try to stock up even more. And then that's that. Let's get to it. Alright, now everybody's in. I should point out one more mistake here, which is that I didn't take the automatons out a couple hours before the end of their shift, which I wanted to. I wanted to give them that refueling break, forgot to do that. So now we've got all the hunters out, but they're going to take a bit to get over to coal mining. So that's an imperfection, but it's one that's not really going to cost us severely. Because I'm going to have enough coal. I'm pretty confident with the... That's why I'm setting up all this stuff over by the coal thumpers, to make sure I have enough coal. So that's the thing. Okay, so I want to resume the infirmaries there. I want to take down this shrine, because it's not really accomplishing anything over here. And I need to take down these field kitchens as well, because this one's not going to do me any good. And neither is this one. From now on, we're going to need steam hubs up in those areas. Field kitchens alone are not going to be enough. And then I also, just while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to flip these heaters on, because starting tomorrow, they're going to need those as well. I don't think I need to build anything else per se, though. So I can be fine with there. Now, the one other thing to think about is the child shelters. And I was, you know, planning on just saying, look, we're not going to be able to heat all the people's child shelters. But I want to at least try it. I want to actually try to make that happen. Now, it's going to be hard. Look at 688 people, 146 kids. We would need to find a way to heat 10 child shelters. So that's going to be difficult. And you can see this one's just out of range. That's not going to fit it. I've got to find, you know, places in... I would have to find places in Steam Hub range for those. And if we look at these right now, I think that they're... Well, what's the... I'm going to find the insulation. Only 11? Not in shelter. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay. Let's take a look. Because they have a heating level of 2. So does the workshop. Okay, so they're basically they're chilly today. They're going to need boost starting tomorrow. So if I want to do this, I've got to do it now. Okay, so let's just say we built. Okay, we'd need a street, but like I could build one around here, and maybe like I could fit 2 steam hubs. Should be able to handle the job. Let's just take a look at this. Okay, I might actually be able to make this work. We put child shelter there, and then I'd need a street right there, and I would need to build where is it? A steam hub there. Yeah, okay, that works. Then I need another one. So I think I could fit that in here, actually, because this shrine's going down. So let's just try to throw up a bunch of child shelters over here. So if I did one here, and then once this goes, I should be able to fit in a 5th there. So 10, 150 kids, yep. Once this is gone, which it's not yet, so that's a bit of an issue. Well, if I put it right in the middle, yeah, it could still work. I could put one back here. Okay. And again, I wasn't planning on doing this. Because I just didn't think I would have enough coal. And I can't promise that I will have enough coal. But, you know what? I think I need to give it a shot. If there's a chance. Because we do have the child shelter, you know, law promise thing. So if I move this over to here, run this street up there, and then over there. Now that'll take care of their concerns about not having a street. Then let's build a steam hub. And you see, we're just having a ridiculous amount of steam hubs here. But yeah, those are all covered. So that gives me 5 here, 5 here. And then while we're at it, let's take down the other ones. Child shelter there. And goodness, I've just got to find them all. I mean, if I'm going to have... Yeah. I think there was at least 1 or 2 over here. Care house there, that's another problem. But I think the care house is going to benefit from the insulation increase. Let me take a look. Yeah, it affects the care houses, but not the child shelters. So I'm going to say that's okay once we get the insulation boost. And I think that might be it on the child shelters. I'm just going to look around and see if I haven't missed, because those are the ones I want. See if I haven't missed any more. Oh, yep, there's one here. So, wowzers, are we going to have a lot of production, a lot of building. Good thing we have like 300 people to do it. Okay. It's going to be a busy night. And a monumentally important one. If you look at all this stuff going on. Major remaking of the city in progress. You can see our research, 28%, but it's going to be a lot of that going on. A lot of improvement. Of course, I've got to watch these steam hubs. Okay. Now we've got the scouts returning with, and more scouts returning, but more importantly, they've got their research, so we've got house insulation. Let's take a look. And everything's warmer. And I think rather than knock it down when we've got, what's that going to be? 9 or so hours until the temperature drops, I'm just going to leave it exactly where it is. And everybody should be happy again tomorrow. I don't have to boost the temperature at all tomorrow. I don't have to go overdrive. Everybody's going to be happy. And then I can get the power increase and then up it the following day. Okay, so let's go here. And it's time to disband our scouts. Disband that one. Disband you. We still want the beacon to see what's going on. So there's another infirmary up. We'll obviously want to turn the heater on there. We've only got 17 people in though. So yeah, that third one there, that can go away. Because we're going to be using the others. Okay, that's up and running, but we don't want it on yet. Okay, we've got temple stuff occurring. And yeah, we don't want that one on yet either. All kinds of steam hubs, but we want them off for now. And then during the day, yeah, we're going to burn a ridiculous amount of coal. There we go. We're going to want the heaters on in these as well. They say it's too cold. There's that one. Put that heater on. And now we have a wood issue. Let's adjust. Sure, change the food rations. Get some more wood storage. We don't have the 1,400 that people wanted, but we got almost 700. And that's something. Go ahead and throw these up. There we go, our new child shelter area all in place. Nighttime procession, hopefully that'll do some good. And here we go, we've got an outpost team. Yeah, and it sends me to the wrong one. Beautiful. Does that sometimes, that's not what I want it to do. I'm gonna send this one. And we're going to want to disband them. I'm going to leave the depot up, though. Come on, hurry up and do it. Hurry up. Okay, don't hurry up. Continuing to wait for workers. Workers are off doing other things. And now it's overnight, so we're just going to have to wait. Fine. But yeah. Goodness. Outposts they're all over the place, the steam hubs, and we're going to have to watch the coal consumption because we may have to make a decision about how many of these we can force to operate, maybe shut down the child shelter ones if we have to. You can see, like, overnight the automatons holding coal steady. They're doing a great job there. They're just holding it steady. Okay, and now it's 5 o'clock. Let's take a look out here. All this stuff frozen over, and you can see this line. Well, it's not far from the city. And it's not far from the city because we have one day left. So day 39 coming up next. We have pretty much remade the city, you know, the way it needs to be, and the final groups of hunters will be coming in soon. We're boosting our food up to probably over 4,000. But then that's going to be it. We're going to have to try to hold on, see if we can make it through this. And it remains to be seen whether we're actually going to be able to do that. But it sure looks good from here. So that's going to take care of it for now. Until we get to the next day, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.